Right, here we are. Here we are. Back again. So we've established basically fucking my PC doesn't work anymore, so that's great. So that's truly fun. But here, let's just stream off the PlayStation from now on, cause you know that's fun. Anywho. Anyway, we've got that part of the way, so let's just get started, I feel, with the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, and there's no way it can make me more annoyed than I already am, you know, that's impossible. There's no way I can physically be more annoyed than I already am. There's nothing that would make me more annoyed. Isn't that right? But anyway. Oh.
Closely following Charles Leclerc in this one.
They've done so well to secure a P3 grid position. Can they turn this into a podium finish though?
Right, let's get to it then.
Anyway, we're here for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, and we're here in Jeddah. Forgot we weren't even starting on pole, we're starting P3 and 6. Because Ollie is just so great. Eesh. Can Leclerc hold on to his position? Nope. Can Behrman hold on to his position? Nope. Great start from the lads. Love to see the true passion and commitment from the Ferrari lads. Really showing that they mean business, you know. Really showing that, you know, we're feared among the paddock. So much so that Ollie Behrman's actually having to put up a defense against fucking Jack Doohan of all people. Oh, genuine defense? Actually a genuine defense. Because Jack Doohan's actually around your outside, mate. Don't know if you're aware. But Jack Doohan's actually like around your outside. In an Aston Martin, by the way. In an Aston Martin that have not been good for centuries in this save. Meanwhile, McLaren makes not a late move at all. Definitely not a late move at all there. What is happening? That's what I don't like about this game, is that people are going side by side through there. It just simply doesn't happen. Just like doesn't happen. Fucking ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. losing out to Jack Doohan and Russell off the start. What is the point of us even turning up, lad? What is the point?
Save fuel. DRS now active.
And Behrman's doing just totally class. Like he's definitely deploying that battery and so getting past the Aston Martin and everything. Like.
Good to push up. Recharge off. Copy. So focus on just bringing your tyre temperatures back under control for the moment.
Welcome in, Centrix, welcome in. We're here, round 2 of the season, and we are trying to do better than we have been at the start here. I just hate how in this game they go side by side through that section, because it just doesn't happen in real life. It is a single file section. But anyway, we are here. Leclerc just needs to hold on to the Alfa Romeos, who are their rivals. Meanwhile, Ollie Behrman needs to just stop being like shit at the game. Should be preferable. He somehow lost out to an Aston Martin, which in this save the Aston Martins aren't good at all. Where is the other Aston Martin? O'Sullivan down in P13. Yes, I've got the fresh. You know? Comprende? Right, let's now try and get Behrman to overtake, because these two are side by side. Surely Behrman can overtake one of them. Surely.
We do not require any fuel.
Meanwhile, Leclerc is deciding to let through the McLaren, because why not? Why not let through the McLaren? And you know, Ollie just thinks, I am too scared to overtake. I am too much of an absolute victim to overtake. Your Astons have been quick and collie with power in the races. You just gotta know how to manage them in the races. Centrix, the major thing is holding on to DRS. If you're not holding on to DRS, then you're losing out massively. So you gotta hold on to the DRS with dear life of the car ahead. But our drivers have come up with something new that's called being so good at the game that you fall out of DRS even though you have DRS. Okay, how did Behrman get around the outside there? That was a cent and a half. I do not know how he's pulled that one off, but he's got away with it. Can we get the move here? Please? 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 Behrman has got through into P6, there's at least that.
Straight to lift off.
And Leclerc now in P4, Behrman in P6. Behrman does need his ERS back though, but there's Russell there, we just need to keep an eye on. As long as Russell doesn't get us, we're sweet. Need to push a little bit here now with Behrman just to stay inside the DRS. But Centrix, anyway, how have you been getting on now that you're here? How have you been doing? We need to catch up. What is the goss? You know. How's work been getting on? Personally, I've been trying to apply for 30,000 jobs, and then they just will not hire me. Cause I'm such an enjoyable person that they're like, your stream's not been going too well, and work's been not too bad. Our stream's been going well. Good to hear. I would say, can you get me a job? But you live on the other side of the world. News. More hours, unfortunately. Well, more money at the same time. Why, what kind of place is it, Centrix? What kind of place are you working at? What even job are you doing? I don't even know what kind of job you're doing. Yeah, I think Leclerc's doing good here. If he just manages his mediums, he'll be absolutely sweet by the end of this. As well as Ollie. Pizza place cashier. Pay starts at 8.50 an hour. Well, our minimum wage for me as a 23-year-old is like 10 something, I think. And honestly, I will take minimum wage at this stage. I just want a job. And I would work as a cashier. But, you know, to even get a job at all has so far been not possible. Alright, Behrman back through again into P6. Now, Porcher is in the best place for tyres at the moment, so we're just going to keep an eye on him that he doesn't escape down the road. But I suppose you're also in dollars as well, Citrix, so your pay is even... It's even lower than 10 quid an hour. Realistically, you're getting paid like 7 or... between like 7 or... 6 or 7 quid an hour, I would say. Which is... very low here. I think that's like a minimum wage for like a 16-year-old. Whereas like a minimum wage for a 22-plus-year-old is like 10.
Keep up the time management for the moment. Copy.
Which is a little ageist if you ask me. Like, why does someone getting paid the same job get less money? Or like doing the same job get less money? Who knows?
It's just to confirm it's thermal dig.
Yeah, I mean, Leclerc is doing sweet here. I mean, just needs to keep doing what he's doing. Now, how far would we need to take these sauce before we can absolutely destroy them? Oh, wrong button. So this is interesting. Alright. Need Behrman to push a little bit to get inside DRS again. Meanwhile, Leclerc, he's side by side with Doohan. We don't want to lose out here, ideally, because Doohan could make us just drop out of this DRS battle, and we don't want to do that. So we're going to tell Leclerc to push a little bit. But this has allowed Behrman at least to get caught back up again. But if you do look, Behrman is 10% worse on his tyres than Leclerc at this stage. Centrix, if you're still here, I figured out why I struggle so much in the braking, and it's because I have dyspraxia, and I don't know how to like control my fingers under braking as ordinary people do, because I'm just used to full, like I either grip the controller full on or not at all. So like trying to be like precise on LT is just not great. So anytime if you look at my telemetry Centrix on any of my clips or anything, you'll just see like really jagged like braking. It's like you know, it's not great. Whereas whenever I see other people on controller who are like better than me, they're like smooth application. Well, it's more smooth, like at least Alonso saved just now locked up on his P15. Stroll took himself out the first lap. Well, you know, what else are we expecting from Stroll, to be honest, you know? It is a very Stroll thing to do. Oh, my. Loving your job. It's about to turn off. Oh. Oh, we're 3 wide ahead here with the McLaren. Well, you leave a job. You leave your job as a cashier and you come home to do a job with Aston Martin and they're still disappointing you. We've got ahead of Piastri now with Leclerc. Honestly, might start one for Mercedes. I'd much rather that, honestly. Maybe. The one thing I would say about Mercedes is that you can't really... I don't think Kimi Antonelli is in the game. So in a realism terms, you can't have like that driver down the line, essentially.
Could you double your lift off, please?
You know what I mean? Because Mercedes do want Antonelli, but just kind of depends when. Ideally with Leclerc we would love a double overtake here because Leclerc can pace off in the distance because his tyres are a good bit better than Pourchaire's here. Right, Leclerc now into the lead. We're going to hope that he can pace out. Meanwhile, Behrman just needs to stay with this pack. And Leclerc now doing exactly as asked. Pacing out from the pack. Meanwhile, Behrman just needs to manage these mediums until we get to the softs. Leclerc can absolutely destroy those mediums and be out on the softs very easily. Welcome in, Sean. Yes, I'm back. We're going to be doing streams around this time more often because I'm no longer on the ridiculous sleeping schedule. I'm now on more of a human sleeping schedule, so it seems like after 9 PM is usually when I start streaming. To summarize, Constant because of that too, because he was doing hard as the rain. Oh, he locked up and he's probably burned through his tires. Yeah. Now doing P2. Right, I was saying I'm surprised Doon is up here at all, but why is he now actually doing even better than first? Like, we were just surprised he was there, now we're like, really, what's he doing? Thoughts on, yeah, the practice? Now, I was surprised to see Ricciardo top FP1, and then I was thinking everyone's just, you know, sandbagging, which they were. And then I was also surprised to see Mercedes 1-2. Now, a lot of people I seen was like, are Red Bull, you know, finished, blah 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 blah. But they're absolutely not. They went quicker in testing than they did today. So Red Bull are just really keeping their cards close to their chest. They're not using as much as they could. You know, they've way more pace in the bag that they're not using. We're gonna do another lap here with Behrman, and then we're gonna go in this lap for the softs. Even surprising was yeah, Alonso P3. Now, Sean, I've made a fantasy league, and I honestly don't really know who to put in it. I've got my team picked, but I'm thinking of changing my team, honestly, because I'm like, I don't know, the Mercs. I thought Ferrari may be quick, but now I'm like, is the Mercs gonna be quick? Kinda just can't tell at this stage. Doohan comes in, Behrman comes in. Leclerc's gonna do another lap before he goes under the softs. I think Red Bull are absolutely sandbagging, but I'm trying to think like who's gonna be the second team that I can benefit off. Alright, stop there for Behrman.
White line on the exit.
And we got out ahead of Aston Martin. They had a really bad pit stop there.
Now, what exactly happened there, Karim?
Alonso locked it again. Yeah.
Aston Martin boxes.
And it's on car release. They just forget how to release Doohan. Yeah, Centrix Aston Martin just don't seem to be the team to go for. Like, we've got Doohan who forgets how to drive his car, and then, you know. Ferrari, Mercedes, McLaren, Aston Martin are in the same tier as the pack runner. It's going to be a close battle between them. Oh, wow, that was a weird line. Anyway, do you think the restart and going for Mercedes is worth? Well, I don't really know what save you're going for, you know. Centrix, like if you do you know, do what you want to do, the kind of save you want to do. You know what I mean? Whatever you find fun with is what you should be doing, you know what I mean? It shouldn't be really... And Stroll spot himself! Oh, things are going swimmingly. Things are going absolutely swimmingly.
We do not require.
going with Merc after this. Well, after what you've been saying, is it tough to blame you? But yeah, let's just try with Leclerc now to get out ahead because Russell's going to be exiting on the softs and maybe quick.
The quickest car on track. Can go tire management.
Russell's out a bit further behind us, but we've now 4-second gap between Behrman and the cars ahead. We're kind of wanting to push to close that gap. Teamy McManagery is going to bring Lewis the 8th World Championship. You know, it's a fun story to do, if you can pull it off.
You can catch him.
You can catch him, you can catch him. Please, Leclerc, just overtake someone. I'm going to tell him just to dump the battery. Because once he gets past, he can then use the softs and disappear.
So focus on just bringing your tyre temperatures back under control for the moment.
Meanwhile, Behrman is trying to burn through these tyres just to catch the pack ahead. I kind of don't want, yeah, I was going to say I kind of don't want Leclerc to overtake there. I want him to overtake down the main straight and then use all the pace to escape, although Porcher now is firmly ahead. Actually. Behrman, go on ahead. Go for it.
Don't destroy the tyres too quickly.
Understood.
Leclerc can piece off into the distance, but we can get Behrman now to... yeah, Sean, Alpine do not look great, and from what I've heard, their car is going to be an absolute shit to box. And of course, Porcher still gets through somehow. Anyway, gonna harvest now with Leclerc. He's like almost 2.5 up the road. Do you want to just make sure you've got the position here, Ollie? That'd be great. Just keep Portier behind because he's got way better softs. If we can just keep him behind, that'd be sweet.
There, please.
Or not, whatever you're feeling, Ollie. You know, if you're not feeling, if you got a little bit of tummy ache or something, you know, your tummy hurt, you know, that is fine by us. You know what I mean? We do not make our drivers race on tummy, Ollie. Well, this is the mess they cause themselves. Yeah, like, you know, midway through last season, they got rid of your man, the American guy. Don't even remember his name. I seen him in Drive to Survive, but they got rid of their team principal mid-season, and they're like, "Aye, we're just gonna fix this all." Now we've got rid of the guy, and then did no actual work in trying to fix it. You know. Yeah, Altmar Zapnor, they got rid of him, and then just was like, "This situation's gonna fix itself, isn't it?" Yeah. And did nothing actually to try and fix it. Yep. Oh no. How in under God has this happened? We have DRS and we're still losing out to Russell. And Piastri's also fallen off Sonoda. So there's multiple things that have gone wrong here. First of all, we need to get... Oh my god, Behrman. You've just, like, let him. Right, come on. Alright, we've got to use our ERS to get closed up again to the McLarens and co. Behrman's really not good on tyres at this stage. He does need to manage them if he can.
Just look after this tyre set though. Look after it. Recharge. Oh, recharge on.
Yeah, we've got to try and get all the recharge we can with Behrman and also manage his tyres if we can. He's got 10% worse tyres than Portier. Leclerc's fine because he's not battling everyone. At this stage.
So just recharge off whenever you need it.
Just top up on the lap.
Recharge on. Recharge on. Recharge off.
Once we get our battery full up again, we can then I was gonna say once we get our battery full up again, we can ease off on the tires, but we're even struggling just to get our battery back.
Back it out. Back it out.
Back it out, back it in. Let me begin.
So pick up the pace. Pick up the pace.
Right, fully got our battery back. I think we can now go conserve on our tires with Ollie.
Charge off when you're ready.
So Ollie's in a good position here at this stage. But yeah, Alpine fired a bunch of people mid-season. Don't battle me. That's just it. I love the new lyrics, Syntrix. You've really added to that song. But they just fired a bunch of people mid-season. They thought, let's get some random investors in, some random sports people who definitely know what they're doing. And that'll fix everything. We're French. You know, things get fixed automatically, don't they? Yeah, they just do the national anthem and just it's fixed. France. And then, boom, good car. Alright, you've done the switch. Gonna do quali before you go to work. Oh well. I mean, again, it's Mercedes, and you're still with that there. You're with that 2023 Mercedes car, so it's not gonna be a whole lot better. Their car last season was still shit. We have Portier in for season 12 in place of Leclerc retiring at the end of season 11. Absolutely right on the money, Sean. So Portier is doing a little advertisement, what you can see in Ferrari. Meanwhile, Behrman, who is going to be competing with Portier in the same car next season, is going to want to be like, I'm better than you, but Behrman currently struggling to show that at this stage. Both Aston Martins in the points again. O'Sullivan and Doohan, that is strange. Why did they find pace all of a sudden? And Solov as well. I seen Solov today in the F3, so he is real. He does exist. We found him. he was in fact in F3. Yeah, the Mercedes do look nice, I must say. They do look nice. Last season and this season, and even the silver, the car before, it so happened. Yeah, Sean, I even put in my Discord like Prema. I was saying Prema look scary, and then they got a P18 and a P19 in quali, and I was like, that's not scary. That's scary for them. For no one else is that scary. No one else is scared. Do you a favor when the 24... Right. Put you in the Merc, you beg? Okay. Noted. Centrix, whenever the next game comes out, there'll be a sign-up sheet, and you just put in that sign-up sheet. Mercedes, you know what I mean? Sean, did you hear Maney got his thing disqualified? So I think your man may be on pole. Because Maney got disqualified because like the left side of his underfloor was like too worn or something. So he's actually been disqualified from qualifying. So I think Bortoletto is actually on pole, which for a debut, that's a memorable debut, I would say. Behrman now battling here, 4P2. Ooh, through the high speed first sector in Saudi. Can he keep Sonoda behind? Why is he lifting off?
Keep your head down.
Why are they still side by side? Please.
Bring it home, please. Double
Does Portier have the DRS here? He does. Okay. This isn't too bad. We just need to not lose out to Sonoda here. Alright, Sonoda is there, but if we can get a good run on the inside here, on the straight, come on, Behrman. Oh, Portier's covering us off. Round the outside, Behrman's gonna go. And into P2. Oh, just about. Just about. Also, Miata, the Super Formula and Super GT champion, qualified P5. Yep. I didn't know he was Super Formula champion or Super GT, but
no risk.
I'm liking the look of Miata. There's a couple of drivers there, Sean, that I'm excited to see in the new F1 Manager game whenever it does come out. Because I'm like, those dudes could be good to use in the future, you know? I think the next F1 Manager game I may have to do a different save than Ferrari because this save has been very long and has only been Ferrari oriented, you know what I mean? So I'm expecting the next game I will be doing a long-term save, but I think it's going to have to be with a different team. Which team that'll be, actually, now that I say that, Hamilton coming in, forget it. Forget I said anything, chat. Hamilton coming in, that's too mouth-watering a prospect to pass up on. I don't even know who has the DRS here. Leclerc wins. Pourchaire's got it. He's got it. He's got it. Pourchaire P2. For God's sake, welcome in, Lou. Behrman does get P3. We probably should have defended a bit better into that final corner. But I didn't really know, did I want to play a bit of DRS checking or not. But anyway, welcome in, Lou. How have you been? How have you been, Lou? Yeah, Sean. These two are going to be teammates next season, Pourchaire and Behrman. And side by side across the line, 0.000000000 separating the drivers. So, a bit close between them. We'll skip on here and see how close that was. Up and running with your new laptop. Love to hear that, Lou.
What a brilliant race that was for the team.
Love to hear it.
Just did everything right, the driver included, of course.
Well, they've been waiting for this.
7th and 8th for Aston Martin. That's especially good because O'Sullivan is very low rated in this save, Sean. Like, Doohan is still... Doohan, I'm pretty sure, is high rated, but O'Sullivan up 5 positions. I'm pretty sure he's like 83, 84. He's pretty low down. 800 separate Behrman and Pourchaire. Leclerc up 2 positions, gets the fastest lap and the win. Goes as perfectly as it can go for Leclerc, up 6 positions in the championship after our horrendous Bahrain. Behrman's up 12 positions, again after horrendous Bahrain. And we're going to be looking to recover following, again, that horrendous Bahrain. But anyway, as we move on, next is Australia. Engineer and driver tension, I don't care. Let's be honest, I don't care. I don't care. Does anything need refurb? Not at all. I feel like we're supposed to have new parts coming in or something, if I remember correctly. I know everything having the right parts on here. Ah, right, with new suspension coming in. Okay. And is that being manufactured? It is. Okay, okay. Okay, let's go. Okay. And designs. There's a couple new designs coming in. Okay. Okay, we've got what designs we've got coming in? Chassis side pods is what we've got coming in. Hopefully this manufacturing complete is both of the suspensions in, so that we don't have to pick a driver to give both yeah. Both drivers are going to get the new suspension. That's good. That is good. I was kind of hoping there's going to be no favoritism there. But yeah. Into Australia we go now. But unfortunately we've got no Carlos Sainz, who races for Ferrari. We've got Ollie Behrman in that seat in the prancing horse. Ah, yeah, nah. Ah, yeah, nah.
It's wonderful to be back down under for the Australian Grand Prix.
And we're here and down under.
There may be several street circuits on the end.
Absolutely, Lou. Yeah, nah, yeah, nah, yeah. So eloquent. Couldn't have put it better myself, Lou. Anyway, we're gonna put on some good parts on the car. We're going to use our final gearbox here in this practice session, just to make sure that we're through our allocation. And this is for the event that you get a bad qualifying, you can then use new parts. 2 of your best mates online are Aussies, great lads. I mean, Aussies are always great people. I don't think there's any Aussies I dislike, you know. There's not any Aussie celebrities where I'm like, that Aussie is a douche. Every Aussie is just such a ledge, you know. Chat, I need your help with this. Is there any Aussies that's like not a nice person?
Our weekend continues.
I don't know any. Definitely off the top of my head, I don't know any. An Aussie who's not nice. Can't think of any. I mean, I don't know the politicians. The one video I've seen of an Aussie politician is hilarious. There's this dude basically saying like everyone's welcome to like to marry whoever they want, and then he's like nervously laughing throughout, and then he's like gets all serious all of a sudden. He's like, but yeah, the crocodiles is a real problem. That is the one Aussie politician I've seen. Lou, if I find the video, I will send it in the Discord and ping you. Genuinely, that's what he says, is more worried about the crocodiles. Crocodile marriage is outlawed. Welcome in, Kevin. How are you doing today, Kevin? But yeah, let's see what our drivers can do in our laps. Is anyone gonna block us? Is Mick gonna block us? Please don't, Mick. Don't do it! No! Bastardo! Bastardo! I could just play F1 Manager. Is that an instruction, or...? What is the karma for, Sean? Were we saying we weren't gonna get blocked and then we got blocked? Oh, you're playing F1 Manager? Alright, makes more sense. I feel like Mick's gonna still block us here. Yep. Blocks us again, okay. Once we load in, I need to like press it immediately. Because I was trying to place it and it was like, I was trying to press it and it was delaying. Oh my god, why is it done with both drivers? You know what, we'll take it, we'll take it, we'll take it. We've gone out a little bit earlier, so hopefully Mick now will not be in our way. There we go. That's all it took for Mick to be out of the way, is for us to go out immediately. We went out in the wrong order, but... Anyway, that car paid your education, I know. I think Mick's just upset he didn't get the seat, and then we're like, Mick, you haven't won a race, I don't think, whereas Porcher's won dozens, I think. Or at least he's in the dozens. Maybe he's not. Maybe he's... I don't think Porcher's won that much now that I think about it. He's just got great pace, but we've won a lot, so anyway. I think we should be both through Q1 because Leclerc is normally quicker than Behrman, but Behrman got a lovely toe there on that first run, which should hopefully help them both through. Oh. Kevin, if you're still here, what F1 Manager save are you doing? Who are your drivers? Which team are you with? How quickly has Xavi been sacked from Ferrari? Yeah, Solov has been strangely quick in qualifying the last 2 seasons, but he hasn't really converted in the races he makes. Last season he made a lot of mistakes in quali, or not in quali, in the races, because he'd have some good race like qualies, but then make a big mistake and wouldn't be able to convert. Oh wow. So Montoya, Maloney, Iwasa, Hadjar out again in Q1. Again. And doing. Zhou scrapes it into Q2. Tersu gets out of Q1. But Hadjar, why is he there? Why is he in the mark? Why did they sign him? Anyway. Q2 we go. AlphaTauri Season 2, drivers Giovinazzi and Tsunoda. I didn't even remember Giovinazzi being on the game. I do actually rate Giovinazzi, chat. I kind of feel like the drivers who could still be on the grid that aren't are like Giovinazzi and Kvyat. I know early Kvyat was not good, but Italian Jesus, man, won Le Mans. Could and should be on an F1 grid, I would say. But there's just not enough space. If another team entered the fray, like, I don't know, Andretti, Kvyat, and Giovinazzi could get back on the grid, although I doubt Kvyat's ever coming back. Because I've just not heard of anything that Kvyat's doing, and also I feel like they don't want to touch a Russian driver with a 10-foot pole. Whereas Gio, I feel like Gio, there is still a door, there is a way back to F1 for Gio. Whereas with Kvyat, I feel like it may be done. Although I still do rate Kvyat. I felt like in his last couple seasons in AlphaTauri, he was good. He was good. Like, Gasly and Kvyat was such a good pairing. At Spanish EP thinking strategy, Kevin, the strategy is soft, medium, soft. Or maybe soft, medium, medium, depending if your deg is too high. Kvyat does endurance racing now, apparently. Well, hopefully Kvyat's good at it, because I do rate him as a driver. Hopefully he is succeeding. He's in whack. Well, I have watched a couple of whack races last season. Well, I watched some of the highlights. Hopefully I can see Kvyat win a race in whack. That'd be nice. I would like to see Mick win a race in whack as well, mixed with Alpine. Although, Alpine winning a race is something I don't want as well. See, what the people at Alpine need to realise is Renault is like what people like about France. Alpine is like what people don't like about France. That's the really best way to describe the relationship between humans and Renault and Alpine. Kvyat is driving the 63 Lamborghini under an Italian license in the hyperclass car of in 2024. Okay. Is Grosjean in the Lamborghini? I feel like Grosjean was in Lamborghini. I'm not. Was he? Am I mistaken? No, but Grosjean signed with a team, has he not? See, Kevin, yes, Kevin gets it. We love Renault. We dislike Alpine. It's very simple.
Your dash negative. Dash
Renault good, Alpine bad.
take all the tyres and we will box this lap. Box this lap.
Copy. We're riding to the box.
Yeah, I'm very glad you know the way Grosjean had his incident in Bahrain and was the man who escaped from fire. Absolute legendary moment. But at the same time, was kind of his fault. A little bit. Kind of just came across the whole track. And Kvyat on the inside was just like... He's just like... you know? Like... Most other drivers would not put themselves in a situation to be in a fireball. But very glad Grosjean's... What is that? There's now an AlphaTauri just completely in our way. Okay, that's great. Renault wouldn't have been much well known to viewers if it wasn't Alonso. I'm gonna kind of stop you right there, Sean. It's more just if they. Well, now we need to do fucking quali again because I hadn't saved it mid-session because didn't realize Berman was gonna get fucking blocked. Well, most casuals don't know who James Allison or Flavio Briatore are, so they're seeing Alonso and that's it. I feel like the DTS fans know who Ocon is because he's a fucking prick. But other than that, the casuals don't really know that well, you know what I mean? Yikes, Leclerc went a lot faster. It's not Arrow's last season, is it? No, it is Leclerc's last season. What now? It is Charles Leclerc's final season in the Ferrari. Yes, Leclerc is retiring. I agree, Kevin. The only thing I like about Alpine is Pierre. Pierre Gasly! Is there anything else I like about Alpine? Alonso and Ricciardo, who are no longer there. Ricciardo wasn't even there when they were Alpine, so Ricciardo doesn't even count. So Alonso, Gasly, and no one else. So Lou, and what now? For those of you in the chat who are also not aware, our replacement has already signed his contract for season 12. It's currently season 11, Leclerc's final season, and we have a replacement coming in for next season. Our replacement is Teo Porcher.
Some traffic.
Teo Porcher will be joining Ferrari in season 12, and I think he's the best driver on the grid outside Leclerc. It's not Tersu. I know Sean is reacting to the qualifying, but I just feel like that was funny timing where it was like, Tersu's the new driver? Yes, it is Teo Porcher. And I feel like Porcher has such good pace in the Ferrari, it's gonna be the best mix possible. You know what I mean? Ugh. Here plays Drugovic for me. Constant P6s. Did Drugovic have constant P6s, or did Porcher have constant P6s? Berman now is a green middle sector. Is he going to improve on this lap? Crosses the line. Goes green, but does not improve. 6 thousandths off his time. Berman replaced. I know they're Alpine, but they're the only team using Renault engines. Yeah, like Alpine's work manufactures Renault, and it's like just be Renault again, you know? No one cares when you're Alpine. Just be Renault. We only care about Renault. Yeah, I'm sure Tersu wants to stop the count. She will be. Oh my God, Solov's up there as well. What the hell? Red flag the session, says Sean. Berman was getting replaced. Constant P15s. Porcher. Sincere constant P6. Right, where is you? Where is you? Where is you? Where is you? Right, we're gonna follow Zhou out of the box, and we're gonna go on a lap with Berman. Let me get a... I'm sick of Red Bull winning drivers. Yeah. Verstappen won the first 3 seasons for me, what now, and then season 4 we finally won it with Leclerc. Joe, we would just love if you would leave the garage at any point, you know. We are kind of waiting for you just to leave your pit box, to be honest. Now, Sean, I would say that was a good call from Russell to move to McLaren because Red Bull are now awful. And Russell's moved up in the world to McLaren. Joe, are you going to leave ever? We kinda are waiting for you, lad. I feel like any time you wait for Red Bull, they're like, we're going to intentionally wait until it's too far gone. And you will not get your lap in. Berman, oh, don't pull out of the way! We just want Berman to follow Zhou, and he's just pulled out of the way because, you know, he's so good at the game that he doesn't even need to follow Zhou apparently. Even though we know for a fact if he doesn't have the toe, he will be out of qualifying. Just quite simple. Oh, and now Zhou's gone 2 minutes earlier. Great game, flawless. The thing is, Sean, if you try and follow someone else, it just doesn't work the same. Once we see Zhou exit the box, we press the button, and then Berman waits until Zhou goes out first. And usually Berman is like the perfect distance for a toe. You know, by waiting for, you know, Zhou to go out first. But if you try and do that with someone else, it's just really tricky to time, you know what I mean? Please, Berman, don't block us. Please. Thank the Lord. Okay, right, we're finally doing our lap here. Berman has his chance to get through. Porcher's gone quicker than Tersu. Solov is ahead of Norris. O'Sullivan on a lap here. And you're safe. Perez is 24 points ahead of Verstappen. How? My question is, Kevin, how is that physically possible? What drugs is he taking? I know he's Mexican, but it's not because he's Mexican he's taking the drugs. It's just there's such a gap between him and Verstappen. I'm like, how? How is he closing the gap? What drugs? You know? What las drogas is he taking? Bearman now has gone purple purple. Is this a genuine purple purple or is the game lying to us? Because sometimes when you restart the game does lie to you. Actually was genuine. He didn't go green the first sector because Piastri is. And then Solov. Okay. Anyway, I would like to point out, chat, that both AlphaTauris have outqualified both Red Bulls. The Red Bulls out in Q1 and Q2. Both AlphaTauris into Q3. We've got Sergeant Lawson out. Mick, is he in? Mick is in just about ahead of Rashore. 4,000ths. O'Sullivan out as well here. They won all season so far, but no other team has. But I know that you can win this season. You can absolutely do it. What now? We believe in you. We've faith in you. You know. I think the bigger thing is Tersu P6 at this stage. What is happening? How is Tersu physically P6? Can anyone let me know, chat? Can anyone tell me? Hassanati Tersu. Wow.
Green light.
A green light, green light. Yeah, I'm gonna tell both of our drivers to get away from Porchera because he stinks.
You've got the margin to push.
Unfortunately, my sound alerts aren't working what now because
Leave stop.
I'm streaming off on PlayStation and the PC. I just don't know why it's not working. It's not working anymore, basically. The stream is just dwindled off, and I kind of give up with it, to be honest. Whenever I get a new PC, we will finally be able to use sound alerts freely. Oh my lord, Bearman!
Recharge on.
Half a second off. Yikes.
Charge button on.
Yeah, unfortunately there's no Riz for Nevertag on the way. I mean, the camera here and the gameplay is better quality on the PlayStation. It's just the fact that I can't do sound alerts. Can't have my, whole shebang up on the screen. But there's pros and cons, you know what I mean? I can get up now, chat, and oh, I forgot to tell our drivers to do our final push lap here. Yeah, if we just had like the background, if we were able to like prompt that in or something. The prompt is fine. But anyway, chat, yeah, while the qualifying happens, I can actually get up out of my chair and you can still hear me because I don't have to, no mic holds me down, you know what I mean? I'm talking to you right now and I'm not even facing the TV, you know? You're like, where'd he go? Am I listening to a ghost right now? But realistically, it's me,
Focus on your final steps.
putting some water in the kettle, and you can even hear the ASMR of the water going into the kettle, you know? Gotta love that shit. That ASMR, shit's just, it's freaky. Oh. I think November F1 Manager 4 Arrow is because Hamilton's moved to Ferrari. Do you mean that's the release date? What now? No, what now? I'm in Ireland. Piastri, same team, by the way. What does that mean? What? I'm so confused. Russell's gone quickest in the McLaren? They haven't, but this came late is all. They have to fix where drivers are code-wise. Right? Probably. When did the 24 come out? Both drivers have gone green here. We would like... Well, I mean, Leclerc improving on a green came out June, July. I don't think it was then. I thought it was like August. Oh, it was 31st of July. Wow. Leclerc now, purple middle sector. Yeah, Tersu has outqualified Hadjar by quite some margin at this stage. Leclerc is virtually sniffing the gearbox of Behrman. We're going to tell Behrman now just to push to make sure that he doesn't like do any weird stuff at the line. Why is Leclerc pulling out of the toe? Who knows? Crosses the line. Leclerc goes quickest. Oh, very marginally. Russell's off pole by 100th. Behrman, I don't think improved. Behrman, oh, he did improve by a 10th. Russell, Porcher, Piastri, Norris, Behrman with another P6 in quali. We realistically need Behrman to be doing better in quali. But Sullivan, Tersoon, Q3, that's decent. But realistically, that should be your top 7 every time is Leclerc, Russell, Porcher, Piastri, Norris, Behrman, Sonoda. Meanwhile, Hadjar in the other Merc, out of Q1 every time. Norris drags up that Mercedes. Or is it Hadjar drags down the Mercedes? I'll let you decide. I will let you decide. Yeah, what now? Norris in this save is more a Mercedes driver than he's been a McLaren driver. He's been at like Mercedes longer than he's been at McLaren, I'm pretty sure, at this stage. And yes, the Mercedes has not been good for quite some time. Norris won the championship in Norris won the championship in season 5, and it is now season 11. And since they won the championship, they've not been good. Mercedes have not been good. Like season 6 onwards. So there's that strategy. I've seen someone, you may know him, called Jamie Rose, who did a 2-stop, I think, at Australia, which I think is a bit mental. But how quick is it? That says 3 seconds slower. Is it quicker with a Leclerc to do a 2-stop here? So 2-stop is like equal, so I don't think we're gonna do it. I feel like track position, you can get held up. I think we're just gonna 1-stop a chat. Gonna try and pull off the same thing we did in Saudi. Behrman, this is for. We may try the medium hard with Behrman if he's struggling. Yeah, Sean, I think you're right. Hajar was awful in the AlphaTauri,
To see just what Charles
and now look at AlphaTauri, now he's gone.
They've got a fantastic
And then the
engine,
other Mercedes is doing really well.
but can they carry it through
So there's like a common denominator here where AlphaTauri were shit with Hajar, and now Merc are shit with Hajar. Maybe it's Hajar. Yeah, so what now we're in season 11. I did all the facilities like 5 seasons ago.
and it's lights out and away
And
we go.
away we go! You predict Leclerc P1, P8, Behrman unless rain. There's no rain here. So what now? You could be right. He's already lost out P6 immediately. Which is just a fabulous start. Or the engineers just don't like Hajar. I don't think that goes across multiple teams, Sean. Russell now gets ahead of Leclerc. Which isn't great, but isn't the worst thing in the world. If we can hold on to the DRS of Russell, it'll be okay. Just need to hold on to the DRS, which can be tough to do in Australia. Where did he come from? Poor chair straight on through. Yikes. Eesh. Yeah, I think Sean, that part is right. He's just, yeah, what now? Hajar is just bad. Just really bad. With the capital bad. Leclerc? Why is Leclerc being so shit?
Okay.
Caution on the battery.
Why are both of our drivers being so shit?
Try your best. Copy.
I literally have them pushing flat out and they can't even catch. What is happening?
Just to confirm it's thermal deck.
Copy.
Recharge on, please. Recharge on.
Copy.
So just manage your tyres.
Copy.
I'm actually baffled, chat.
Pick up the pace a bit.
Copy. Keep pushing.
Hopefully we can get Piastri to push on.
Yeah, copy.
Otherwise we're a bit screwed here. Somehow Behrman's lost out to Mick because he's just so good at the game, you know. And Leclerc's lost out to Sonoda because again he's just so good at the game.
Keep it up.
Just love whenever, even though they have DRS, you know, they lose positions. Even with DRS. How are you this slow? How are you both this slow?
Just take cruise lift off.
Copy.
And recharge off.
I'm so confused. Where is our pace? We've got fucking Tersu sending it on us with Behrman.
Child button on. Yeah, copy.
Where's our pace gone, chat? What the hell happened? Where did it go?
Increase lift off as well, please.
Copy.
Recharge on.
Copy.
I know we start on the mediums, like, but this is like... Come on. Like, this is like too shit what we're doing here. Alright, Berman's now firmly back into the DRS.
Brakes.
Yellow flag.
You can slow down.
For what? Tersu running wide.
Now let's take a look here at turn 10. Just a bit too wide
Just
at that
cut
point.
the corner.
Getting with the car.
She just cut the corner. Track limits.
Tires.
Track limits. Referee. Send her off.
From the tires perspective, we can push a bit
On
more.
the tires perspective, we can push now. Push now.
Recharge off.
I wonder are any of the drivers here trying their own two-stop as well.
Look after tires.
Copy.
Look after the tire. Look after the tire. Wow, Behrman, this is impressive. You literally have DRS. How are you losing out? I'm literally not letting go until you get back past again. You literally have DRS. It's baffling to me how you're losing positions here. I don't understand. Like, he's just so shite.
Keep pushing.
Can't even manage in a train, like. And now we're here with Leclerc as well. I just don't know how they're losing this much in a train.
And well done there.
And well done there on the tire perspective. Can we harvest? Don't know, because surely Tertius going to randomly send it at some point. Portier showing Leclerc who's the next boss for his seat next season. Well, he is leading, but you got to remember, Sean, we're only 1.4 off, and we're on the better strategy here because we're on the medium soft, whereas they're on the soft medium. Unless they're going for a two-stop, which I don't really think they're doing. Meanwhile, Behrman is just there. I don't know what he's doing, to be honest. Meanwhile, Tersu's losing out to Sargent. She's burnt through her tires a lot more, so I'm wondering is she two-stopping? She should be two-stopping if she is not. But we're now inside the DRS of this train relatively. Norris is really our worry at this stage. If we can start to gain some positions here and build a gap to Norris,
You can catch him. We'll get them.
we'll get them.
Keep pushing.
Update on liftoff. We do require fuel liftoff.
Round the outside goes Leclerc. And I really do think Leclerc's just got to start dispatching these, because we need to build a gap to Norris, ideally.
We're currently B4.
You're currently P4 on the tire perspective. And now Leclerc into P3. Still side by side with poor Chair.
Start button on and stay out.
We don't really want to move the Leclerc just yet. We want the double dose of DRS
Tires.
down the main straight if we can get it.
Keep pushing. Hunting time.
Because that'll help us escape from Russell. This game hates me top speed wise. You just gotta upgrade your top speed what now if you're you need to work on your top speed specifically. Sometimes. Leclerc now can just head off into the distance, leaving everyone in the dust.
And DRS is disabled. DRS disabled.
DRS disabled. I have went light on Dag with you, Bearman, and you immediately start losing out to Sargent who's on 36% softs. What is happening? Went light for a millisecond and Bearman's like, let me lose position here.
3 seconds of liftoff around the lap.
Montoya's had a lock up. Brilliant. But Norris here is on the better mediums at this stage. Maybe we could just go light a little bit.
Can go tire management.
Get our tires into the right window. While we continue to manage. Piastri though looking relatively quick.
Start button off.
Not overly quick. Behrman and the medium runners of Mick and Solov are almost in the DRS of Norris, who is being held up by all these drivers. So we're almost in that lead train where we need to be. Which we are now in because of Russell, and Russell's come out. But does Solov have the pace to catch Norris? I don't believe he does. Meanwhile, Leclerc just needs to now stick on his strategy.
Will you improve the pace there?
I try to... But it keeps putting me last there. What now? Are you at the minimum weight? If you don't know what that means, that is your issue. You are at the minimum weight? Right. Well, I don't know. Are your facilities upgraded to where they need to be?
Straight to liftoff.
Charge on.
Well, maybe just the facility upgrades. What now is what's next, really? Is to help your top speed get there.
Triple cells for push.
At the minute they are. Yeah, you know what? With Behrman, we're now gonna push to catch Norris if we can. I believe we've got the pace in the car to catch Norris.
Race pace now.
Meanwhile, with Leclerc, we're still trying to extend this tire,
And go down now.
and we realistically are trying to extend the tire with
Have a lap at
with Behrman. But while we do it, if we're on the rear of Norris, it'll just help. You know what I mean? It'll add a bit of pressure to Norris. While we just hold on to his DRS. Right, Leclerc has to go because Norris is just too close at this stage.
Push now.
Push now. So softs now for Leclerc. Behrman has an extra lap to do before he switches to the softs.
Less of a lift.
Meanwhile, Leclerc is going to come in. Norris has stayed out a lap. Mick's gone in. Interesting, interesting.
Box and pit confirm.
Box and Pete confirm. Behrman's got a good gap here, so we can manage some. How to change the title? Behrman's in a good little bit of clear air just to get his ERS back here, but Leclerc now has a large part of the field that he needs to overtake. Has to overtake all of these on track, because we have overcut. So we've got to use those softs. At least you get the best front and rear wing now to then. The VSC has come out and it's benefited Behrman here and Norris massively. And it's a Yuma Iwasa on the rear of one of the AlphaTauris. Jesus Christ! Absolutely gone. Absolutely dead. That is Solov out, and that VSC has massively benefited Behrman and Norris, because they will surely jump here as they entered the pit lane as the VSC came out. And Behrman, who's he going to jump? He's going to jump the... he's going to jump the... where's he going to jump? He's going to jump for sure, and he's also jumped Leclerc in the pit stops. And Lawson's even going to benefit from this this VSC. But Lawson's going to come out behind Leclerc, but on fresher tyres, so that's a bit strange how there's a Haas technically in a better strategy than us at this stage.
VSC ending.
And with Behrman now, we just need to tell him to use the pace and clear the drivers ahead. Kind of same with Leclerc. Leclerc, though, not inside the DRS of the cars ahead. Behrman just needs to send it on through whenever he feels like it. Same with Leclerc. Whenever he feels like it's just got to send it on past the Haas's. And Leclerc now on the inside of her shore just brakes so much later. Into P13 he goes. Meanwhile, Behrman, allergic to overtaking again. Please overtake. Thank God he's overtaken. And Leclerc who, through this high-speed right-hander. Gonna get through as well here.
Press and hold the overtake.
Understood.
Trying to escape Joe here. And it is a tough oil job. Leclerc gonna send it in now.
Okay, recharge on.
Gotta keep an eye on the tyre wear while we're here.
So focus on just bringing your tyre temperatures back under control for the moment.
Copy. No, guys.
No dearish, no dearish.
Just focus on that management.
Hold on. Don't know why Leclerc's going for the move there. We're trying to manage what we have at the moment. And Leclerc keeps sending it. Please stop battling your teammate, or do, I guess.
Charge button off.
Alright, we've now got
Recharge off when you're ready.
really good pace with Behrman, we should. And Leclerc should hopefully just allow him through. If you want to. If you really want to, you know what I mean?
Big lift off now. Can you slow down?
And hopefully now we will start to catch the other drivers here. Currently we're 4 seconds back, but that delta should start to come down at some point, I would hope. Right, the delta should be coming down now. We've both stopped managing, we're now just pushing to catch the cars ahead. Doone's yet to box, but Norris win. Oh yeah, I forgot, in the VSC got out ahead of us. Forgot about that. Now, ideally we'd want just, if we could, you know, catch the cars ahead, but our drivers just continue to battle. Really not catching the cars ahead. Where's Sean? I don't know. Where did Sean go? I am not Sean's papa, so I don't know where he is. Still our drivers continue to battle here as now Lawson's looking for a way through, and Lawson's got through as we're finally on the back of this battle. Behrman now can use everything, dump everything to get through. Leclerc's gonna have to dump everything to get back past Lawson. And Behrman gets through on Piastri. Doone next, and Doone has not pit, so we need to clear Doone immediately. And both of our drivers sending it in here. But Piastri's still fighting this. Piastri's still fighting this. And Behrman now getting through into P5.
Don't risk anything.
Meanwhile, Leclerc on the outside now into P6.
Look after the tires.
Look after the tire.
Okay, recharge off.
Leclerc in ahead of Sargent. And chat, I think we may have made a miscalculation. I just don't feel like this strategy was the one to go for. We have been cutting through the field here, but Sonoda and Porcher are a good bit up the road, and Norris. Oh. Yellow flag out, what's it for? Yeah, Sean, you missed it. Solov got taken out by Awasa. So
Six.
that's what happened there.
6 left. Recharge on. Just manage the pace.
I think now we just gotta tell Ollie to go for it, because if he wants to get Norris or anyone else, you know, he just kinda has to go for it.
5 laps remaining.
Meanwhile, Leclerc, his tyres aren't really gonna go.
Caution on the battery. No risk.
And realistically, neither are Behrman's. The tyres are just not gonna go. Yep, we've royally fucked the strategy, chat. We've the VSC actually benefited Behrman, and he's only P4. Meanwhile, Leclerc P6. The strategy has been fucked.
So recharge on for the
We should have just did a soft medium. I wanted to do the medium soft because it is Australia, where there's so many DRS zones, like so many. So I thought we'd be able to cut our way through the field, but it wasn't to be, I don't think.
So cool the tyres. 3 more laps. Pick up the pace a bit. Briefly recharge off whenever you're ready. Charge button off. And charge button off.
And charge button off. Charge button off. We're really struggling here, but there still is a shout at getting a good result. And when I say a good result, I mean like an okay result. Oh, we are actually on the final lap. I didn't realize that, chat. I thought we had another. I thought we were in lap. I thought lap 57 was the final lap. Well, that kind of sucks, because now we need to absolutely dump the battery now to try and catch. And I think I may have left it a bit too late. It has to be this DRS zone for both drivers. Behrman has to get the run on Russell. This DRS zone. And he's not got it. Leclerc has to get lost in this DRS zone. He's not got it. Come on, Leclerc.
Okay, that's the
Oh!
It's Tsunoda, Yuki Tsunoda, over the line and heading right to the top of today's podium.
I don't know how this has happened. How the fuck has Tsunoda finessed himself into another win? I don't understand it. How does Tsunoda have fucking 2 wins? I don't understand. How does he have 2 wins? Right, we've our new chassis coming in, which gives us more straight line speed. So and our new side pods, so hopefully our car is quicker. How are we on the cost cap after that? Let's see. 44 million. Okay, we're okay. We're not in panic stations just yet. Driver development. Love to see Behrman improving, and Sepulveda improves in her accuracy. Okay. Yeah, sprint race weekend incoming. It is Baku, and normally one of our better tracks, and I hope it is our better track whenever we have the new side pods and chassis applied. Apparently it's just not letting us improve the car release at all, so let's just do some gym training. We're gonna get yoked, lads, absolutely yoked, and then we'll be sweet. I feel like straight line speed is where we've been struggling, so adding that extra straight line speed before Baku could be essential. Behrman now up to 90, chat. What has Behrman improved? Let us know. Let us know what. Behrman, do you wanna let us know what you've improved here? Where is he? What have you improved? His accuracy is almost at 99, and adaptability at 97, but he needs his cornering and braking to be way higher. That's where he's struggling the most. Factory fire, that's just what we love to see, that there's a factory fire, which basically means we're not going to have our new parts in before Baku. Gotta love that. Sure. Vote for low speed changes, I guess. They want low speed. Okay, hooray, huzzah, huzzah. Okay. Let's see what we've actually manufactured here. Do we have our new chassis? We've one new chassis. Great! Great! Do we have new side pods? We've one new set of side pods. That's just lovely. We love how the factory fire just timed itself perfectly. Just slap bang right before Baku, even though we had like 25 days. The fire was just bellissimo. Just so perfectly timed to make sure we don't have a fucking good car for Behrman at all. His car is going to be slow. Anyway, chat. Behrman is going to get the toe off Leclerc's car in qualifying, but in the race, he's going to get gapped very comfortably by Leclerc.
Greetings from Azerbaijan, where we're back in the country's capital. Well, it's not every weekend that Formula One arrives at a UNESCO World Heritage Site, but
Right. Let us skip practice 1, and let's see how quick our car is in qualifying. Let us see. Let us see. I'm gonna push this back a little bit, just to get me in frame. Why is Leclerc so bad in practice 1? I don't understand. I actually don't understand. What? Why is he 12% off? What did we miss? Oh, it's the new car parts, that's what it is. It's the chassis and the side pods he's not used to. That's the stickler here. Right. Anyway, before we load in, what we're going to do is put on a good engine. Because, 'cause, 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 But chat, look at the difference between our top speed. If you look at Leclerc's car, if we go into his car is car parts, engine. His car is second in the top speed, whereas Behrman's is 19th. So, big difference following those upgrades. Big difference. We're going to try and see, can we get Behrman to follow Leclerc's toe here in quali. And hopefully that makes Behrman go quicker. But anyway, chat, I'm going to make tea while they do their laps. Oh, and Julian, if you're still here, thank you for the follow before I get up. Thank you for the follow. Oh. Also, you can still hear me while I make tea. This is just... I'm no longer in frame, so if you get a bit scared, if you're like, oh no, we lost him, you know, just know I'm still here in your thoughts and prayers.
Track clear ahead. Push this lap.
Right. Something about tea, what? I don't know. What have I missed what now? What have I missed our drivers doing on our lap? Has anyone blocked us here? I feel like the Mercedes or Williams may have blocked us. Did Montoya or Hadjar block us, chat? I feel like Hadjar blocked us. Please tell me it ain't so. They do the same in the UK, what now? Whereas I call tea... tea. You know? Because it's tea. Behrman only 1/10 off. I'm gonna skip on here. I wonder, did we get blocked or not? I feel like once we see the Alfa Romeo lap, it'll be an indicator. Piastri's gone a couple tenths slower. Pourchaire, not that much quicker. So I don't think we got blocked that bad if we did get blocked, from what I see. But Julian, if you're still here, thank you for the follow. You may have had an ad while I said thank you for the follow earlier, so thank you for the follow. Welcome into the stream. For those of any of you that are new here who have not followed yet, I've also got the link to my Discord in my bio. It is under my personal server if you do want to join. I might do a qualifying watch along tomorrow, depending. I'm not sure. We'll see. O'Sullivan P3. Right. Right. Russell's out. Iwas is out. Mick, Montoya, and Lawson. Bad qualifying from Russell, you'd have to say, in the McLaren. We were just bigging up how he made the good move to McLaren. Now he's the one at a Q1, and not the Red Bull. Who's going out first? Yeah, Leclerc. Followed by Behrman.
Some warm up in the first lap, out lap.
What the hell?
Build up the temps now.
Porchard an unlucky Q2 in Bahrain.
Steve clear in front for now.
In your save what now, or what? I'm confused. Alright. Not been blocked as of yet. There may be a couple drivers out though that can still block us. Like the AlphaTauri. Just get out of the way. Pretty sure Leclerc's been majorly blocked here. But Leclerc, despite being blocked, will have the toe back down the main straight, which may help him recover his lap at least. You know? Recover what was lost. And he goes with a 40.9. Behrman is a 10th off. I think that's a good lap. I think he was on old tyres. Porchers did a 40.6. I mean, we can go out in these old tyres because we're not going to be using them anyway. So, your first ever Q3 by 0.004 of a second. Interesting. Very close. In what now save is it? Oh, someone tell Norris to get out of the way. Out of the way, Norris. Love it. And our driver's going to improve here. Both green. Should improve, I would say. Leclerc does improve by a 10th. Behrman. Just what? 400's down. Okay. I think we're still safe to make it through. Let's see who's on their way out. Sargent's out. Who else is out here? It is O'Sullivan, Joe, Verschoor, Sargent, Maloney. We've got Tersu in Q3 again, and Solov. The AlphaTauris are out qualifying the Red Bulls here yet again, which is quite hilarious. So 2 sets us off for qualifying, 1 for the sprint, 1 for the race. Meanwhile, does Behrman have that? Oh, Behrman has even more softs. Okay, Behrman's sweet. Both drivers are sweet here, really. Got 2 sets to use here in qualifying. Yeah, Maloney may have made another wrong move, Sean. You're right. Because Maloney moved from Alpine, where he got a win, to McLaren, and then it wasn't amazing. Then he went to Red Bull, who are even worse than McLaren somehow. On our first run, we ideally want 40 We want 40 point something. We don't want 41 point. We want 40 point. Torn strat-wise, what track are you in what now? Not great laps. They're on fresh softs, that's not a good lap. Yeah, Hadjar has to be cheating. Sean has to be cheating. You're in Bahrain, it's a soft, medium, soft. What now? A soft, medium, medium if your tyres aren't good enough on Deg. But it is pretty much only a soft, medium, soft. Unless you're really bad on tyres. Welcome in, Adrian. Welcome into the stream. Thank you for the follow. We're here in Baku for qualifying, and we're gonna try and follow a Mercedes out of the box, which is gonna be a little trickier because whenever it's a Red Bull, it's quite easy. Because whenever it's a Red Bull, you just press the button and then they automatically pick the distance, whereas with a Mercedes, it's... ugh, this is not going to be easy to time at all, really. I don't even think this is going to work at all, really. But at least we're on the right tyres. And here we go. Yeah, the timing is very off. You have to do it with a Red Bull, but Sean, if you're listening, do you see what I mean? We tried to follow Norris out of the box, and unless we try to like manually sort it out, which is even more pain, which I just don't want to do, you can see there's a big gap between Leclerc and Norris. But anyway, we're going to follow Leclerc on this lap. He's not got a great toe because he's a bit of a distance behind Norris. Meanwhile, Behrman hopefully has a good enough toe behind Leclerc. We're hoping for a better qualifying from Behrman. Behrman's had 2 P6s in a row. We would like some higher qualifying positions. Although to be fair with Behrman, he does not have the new chassis or side pods on that Ferrari, which is kind of what we're missing. We're missing that at this stage. So maybe... Hold up, Porcher in mind. How you get only P15 with 95 cornering? Dunno. Behrman's gone yellow, Leclerc's gone purple. Right. Ideally, Behrman, we'd want you to be doing better. Leclerc now, just keep it going, lad. Keep her lit. Keep her steady. Purple, purple. Give us that purple, purple. It is a purple yellow. Meanwhile, Behrman's got a yellow-green, so only a tenth separates them. An improvement could be a position or two. Where is Leclerc going to go, and where is Behrman going to go? As we cross the line now, Norris is going to cross the line. Does he improve? I don't believe Norris improves. Leclerc goes over a tenth quicker. Behrman does improve. He is equal on time with Piastri. Why are the Alfa Romeo side by side? Okay. Behrman and Piastri are equal. If you're in P1, what now? You should go on low overtaking, because where you're on high overtaking in clear air, you actually lose pace. You have more pace in clear air if you're on low overtake aggression. You want to use aggressive overtakes whenever you're in like a train or you're overtaking a driver. But whenever you're in clear air, you want to be on low overtake because then you'll have more pace. Are the Alfa Romeos on a lap here? They are both on a lap, and they were side by side through the majority of that lap. Okay, hilarious. Right. Solov P2! What? Why are the AlphaTauris just absolutely built diff? Solov got obviously the lovely toe from Tersu ahead. And now P2 for the AlphaTauri. I mean, Behrman does do a little bit better in qualifying, which is something, I guess, but you know. Let's see here. Yeah, Sean. Do you mean how I've been in Ireland? It has been Ireland.
We're back, and the action is set to get even.
It's cold. It's the winter. You know, I would rather be somewhere hotter. But you know, at the same time though, I like the indoors. Anyway, into the sprint race we go. Leclerc on pole yet again, but only has one win this season, which is a rare occurrence. For whatever reason, Sonoda leads the drivers. No one tell Iran Sports that Sonoda's leading, because I know he'll show up and be like, Sonoda? You know, and then start geeking out.
To the finish line. Now's the time for the sprint. Here in
But Solov here is going to add a interesting dynamic. And hopefully the dynamic that it is Leclerc escapes Solov and then Solov just can't catch. That is the dynamic we would like. Meanwhile, Behrman has had a good start, battling for P4 now. Even battling for P3. Can he get round the outside of the Mercedes? Come on, Ollie. Now, a reminder that Leclerc has the upgrade that Behrman does not have. And Behrman's like, I don't need no upgrade. I don't need no upgrade. Behrman up 2 positions. This is the greatest start we've ever seen Behrman have. Meanwhile, Leclerc has paced off into the distance.
DRS now active.
Behrman now following Solov along. Meanwhile, Leclerc's got a good lead here.
Increase LICO for more performance.
Increase LICO. Solov is trying to escape. Do not let him escape. The killer is escaping!
Increase in liftoff.
Yeah, what? Now just make sure to stay within DRS. That's really the most important thing. Is just maintaining DRS. Because you can just manage all your tire temps and everything while you stay in the DRS. Behrman now struggling a bit more. Solov has got very good pace. Like, surprisingly good pace.
Let's try to get the deck down on this set. Recharge.
But he is using more of the softs here, so that will be something we can keep an eye on.
Just to confirm it's thermal deck.
Yeah, what now? At the start of the race, you want to burn everything just to make sure that you're in DRS for lap 3, and then whenever you're in the DRS and you have it active, that is really when you want to start like managing. You know what I mean? Behrman now round the outside of Solov. And for those of you who are unaware, chat, Solov was in F3 today. He was in qualifying in Bahrain, which was funny to see.
Charge button on.
And now in our save, he's now P2 battling with Behrman to keep that podium position.
Lift off where possible.
Meanwhile, Behrman going to get through, and we probably shouldn't have let Piastri through because Piastri's more of a threat, to be honest. And Piastri's now got through in the middle sector. How has that physically happened? How has that physically happened? Please, someone tell me. How have you physically let that happen, Behrman, where you've let Oscar Piastri past? Now, Piastri, for whatever reason, has, like, unbelievable pace. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to push to make sure that he just, like, doesn't get in our DRS. Because no likey, no lighty, isn't that what they say?
Lift off. Okay.
Meanwhile, Solov now is behind Norris.
Copy. And save fuel.
No likey, no lighty.
You've got the margin to push.
Piastri still hasn't won a single race on this save so far. You're right about that, Sean, but do sprint wins count? Do they count, chat? Although, in real life he has one, but technically on this save that does not exist because that did not happen in the save. Because, like, that was like 2023 McLaren.
And recharge it off.
Copy.
Now, Piastri is burning through those tyres, but
Just keep up the tire management for the moment.
Copy.
he still is keeping up with Leclerc. Leclerc now just needs to keep the gap to the Alfa Romeo driver.
You need to push more.
You need to push more. You need to push more.
As you are now. Lift off.
As you are now. As you are now. Right, with Behrman now, we're going to tell him to absolutely dump the battery to get clear of Piastri and head on down the road because he's 20% better tyres, does Behrman. Now, chat, Behrman is yet to get a win. You know, in a sprint or even on,
Don't take any risk, please.
even in a feature race.
Copy.
So now Behrman is in the DRS of Leclerc.
John, please.
Copy.
More Lyco. And 3 laps to go here, chat. And Behrman into the lead of the race.
Just recharge off when you're ready.
And side by side they are. And Leclerc has the DRS, so Leclerc going to keep the position. Meanwhile, as they head on through to the penultimate lap, we're going to now push with both drivers here. I'm going to tell them to go heavy on overtake aggression. We're going to save this now because I haven't actually saved it in a while. Because we forgot about how the PlayStation likes to crash every so often. But we're just going to keep an eye on the fuel and we're going to let our drivers battle here. Who will win, chat? Get your predictions in the chat. Will it be Leclerc yet again, or will Behrman finally have his first win in the whole save? Yes, it may be a sprint, but all wins count at the end of the day. Will Behrman finally get that first elusive win in Formula 1 in his second season, his sophomore season in Formula 1? And Behrman now on the inside with DRS. Can he outdrag his fellow Ferrari teammate? He does. Ollie Behrman now into the lead, but Leclerc trying to find his way through. Still side by side they go through the middle sector. Still side by side. Leclerc and Behrman battling here on the penultimate lap. They're gapping Piastri behind. But do they have enough? Behrman now finally keeps that position ahead of Leclerc.
Keep pushing.
And on to the final lap they go, out of the final corner. Who will get a good run on this final lap? Down the main straight they go. You can see the rear light flashing on Leclerc's car. Does not have the ERS that he would like. But Leclerc on the inside with the DRS may get the move regardless. Leclerc on the inside of turn 1 goes for the move. Will Leclerc get it? Ollie Behrman round the outside. Into turn 2 they go. Who's going to have the DRS? It's going to be Behrman. Behrman's going to have the DRS. Will Behrman finally get his first win in Formula 1? Yes, it's a sprint, but we take those. Will Ollie Behrman finally get his first win? 1 lap to go here. We're going to keep an eye on the fuel of Leclerc. It now has to go balanced. Going to keep an eye on the fuel of Behrman. He's got still 0.2 to use. Leclerc's got a bit extra to use, but we don't want to go 2 over the limit. Don't want to go 2 over the limit. Back to balanced again. Going to keep an eye on Behrman here. Almost going to need to go balance with him. They're almost completely dry on ERS. And out of the final corner they go. There's around a 7/10 gap. Who will win here in Baku? Oh, Leclerc needs to ease off on fuel to make sure he makes it to the end here. Behrman needs to ease off on fuel as well here. Down the main straight they go. Half a second separates the 2 Ferrari drivers. Leclerc will have DRS, but does he have enough in the tank to overtake Behrman? I think Behrman has it. And Behrman finally gets his first win in Formula 1. Behrman finally gets his first win. It is a sprint, but yet again, we take those.
P1 as the winner of the sprint.
Yeah, Piastri's not won a single race on the save. Piastri gets P3, Porcher P4, Norris P5, Tsunoda P6, Solov P7, Maloney getting points for Red Bull, a 10th ahead of his teammate in Zhou. But very exciting race there. Very exciting. But Behrman finally gets his
Fantastic performance that was from the Ferrari.
foot on the top step of the podium for Behrman. And Behrman now heading into the race will start from pole for the first time as well. Behrman's never had a pole, I don't think. So it's the first time he'll be starting on the front, the first position. This is a soft medium, isn't it? I think we're just going to do medium soft, you know. I know the medium soft did not work in Australia, but that's because the deg was so high. The deg is not as high here. I feel like we can get away with the medium soft here. Also, I feel like we've more pace out front, but we will see. Anyway, chat, our front row here, and hopefully we can have another good race here for Ferrari. Tsunoda leads the championship. Yet again, no one tell Iran Sports that is who is leading as we head now into round 4 for the feature race. And Ollie Behrman starts from the front for the first time in his F1 career. Second season with Ferrari. And can he convert this into a win for the first time? We will see. And Behrman gets a good start here, but that's Piastri around the outside of Leclerc now, trying to get the position. Behrman's got a good start. Leclerc keeps it ahead of Piastri. What we can tell our drivers now to do is just go medium on overtake, and hopefully that'll just keep the drivers behind us, and it'll keep them behind. As never mind, Piastri out of nowhere sends it at a random corner. I've not seen anyone overtake at that corner on this game until now. Meanwhile, both our drivers surprisingly dropping the Alfa Romeo here. Surprisingly. As we now head on to lap 3, where there will be DRS enabled. And Leclerc gets fastest lap, and as he heads now on through, he will have DRS. But I tell you what we can do now, chat, is we can fully relax on the tyres. Because there's no real stress. We've got Porcher in behind. But not a lot of stress behind it, because we do have the DRS to help protect us here. And it'll keep Porcher behind while we manage our ERS on fuel. And also waste Porcher's tyres, because Porcher wants to use these softs in clear air while we're just holding him up. So all he's doing is burning through those softs whilst not actually gaining any positions. Did we speak too soon? I think we spoke too soon. We spoke too soon. Moving onward, chat. Anyway, we're going to now push with Leclerc to make sure Porcher does not escape. Focus on the tire. Focus on the tire. P12 in the end. And we've at least dropped Piastri out of this battle. So there's that.
Straight into management.
Yeah, copy.
Okay, so apparently Leclerc can... Oh, never mind. I was about to say he can ease off, but... apparently not. Let's push a little bit now with Behrman to make sure he stays inside the DRS. Never mind. Just doesn't really want to do that today. Does Behrman? Leclerc is on medium overtake aggression, but doesn't seem to want to overtake really like ever, which is a bit strange. But anyway, moving onward. Let's just harvest now with Behrman. Back to neutral now. That he can. Let's go attack with the tire. And Behrman is struggling just to stay with these drivers. There's a big crash
Watch out.
with Tersu
Now here's our drivers all trying to take turn 16.
trying to get some points, and
Could be done.
Span at the final corner, which is not amazing. Not preferable, I would say, chat, to spin at the final corner. Not the optimal line through there. Meanwhile, Behrman yet again outside of the DRS, because why not? Now, Sonoda is following us here, which we kind of don't like. We would rather Sonoda not be in our DRS. And hopefully Behrman can get some ERS regained here. Just a little bit. Leclerc says he doesn't know what's happening. We're in a Formula 1 race. Charles, I don't know if you're aware.
So just manage your tyres.
Manage the tire, manage the tire. And we gotta tell Behrman now to push on the tires and the fuel just to stay with. But God, does he have it? He just about has it. Yet again, just about has it. But he's really burning through everything now as Behrman just to stay with. This is kind of getting embarrassing. We don't want to use the energy, but Behrman is almost there.
Straight to lift off.
In the territory that he has to use the energy. Leclerc and Pourchaire continue to battle here. As who will have the DRS? Leclerc gets the DRS and gets ahead. But this is allowing Behrman now. And our drivers are side by side, which is not really helping anyone. And Behrman is really struggling for pace. Every time Leclerc is out in the lead, it's just like he cannot keep up with him at all. Right, Pourchaire has gotten through, which is kind of perfect because we want to get the DRS here and escape with both drivers. Leclerc off in the distance, Behrman staying behind for a lap because why not? But Leclerc will be thoroughly gone down the road. No one's going to see him for the rest of the race. Leclerc is just going to check out. As there's a safety car. As there is a safety car. As there's a safety car. We were just about to check out, chat, and just as they want us out, they pull us back in. Softs it's going to be for both drivers because I think we just have to go softs. It's Hadjar in the Mercedes, who would have guessed? And he has put the Aston out of O'Sullivan, because of course he has. Now hopefully Leclerc can get in and out here relatively quickly. We want to go straight onto the softs. Leclerc now, tires, go, go, go. There we go. Behrman, where's he going to come out? Go, yes. Good stop for both drivers, we didn't get too held. And Behrman now out behind Pourchaire. Pourchaire is going to be in the mediums here. But if we can manage our softs, I reckon we'll be okay. Our biggest worry is just managing the softs to the end. I feel like Sonoda's on the wrong tyre. Amanda's just gonna have no pace. We're just gonna tell the game that we're on this strategy. I wish they would just the game kind of recognize what strategy we're on, but they haven't got to that stage yet. Manually input it. But anyway, we're relatively where we need to be. We're kind of overheating the tires a little bit while trying to conserve here. I'm going to try and get the temps down even further, but not really working. I don't know why the tires are overheating so much while we're in clear air with Leclerc. That's a bit strange. Alright, the safety car is now ending. We're gonna try and see, can we get away with not using ERS? Which is never the way to go about it, must be honest, chat. But even with ERS, we never overtake.
Get ready.
So, yep, but Porcher immediately into the lead. Oh my god, we're immediately losing out. And Behrman's immediately out of the fucking podium positions. Right, great. Ah, Jesus Christ. Just a brilliant restart there from our drivers. Hopefully Norris is not in the DRS. As it's enabled now, Behrman can get him and get back through into P3 without any hassle. Oh, good defense from Norris, but can Behrman keep sending it in? Come on, Behrman. You know you want this. He does not want this. Behrman now trying to head down the road after the Ferrari and Alfa Romeo here, which he has successfully done. Now needs to somehow back off and manage the ERS, which we've already had trouble in the first stint doing, and it looks like we're going to have trouble in the second stint doing as well.
Go down now. Yeah, stay cool. Head down.
Right, I think we're on the right sort of strategy now. Leclerc conserving his tyres whilst also burning that fuel. And Behrman now managing the DRS. God, Behrman is just so lacking in the pace department. It is unreal. Because Leclerc is conserving on those tyres and still is comfortably gapping Behrman.
Recharge off.
Recharge off, recharge off. Behrman now can hopefully get those tyre temps down, get that ERS back on board.
This man is a tire.
But Leclerc is still conserving these tyres, and he's He's doing well here. We just need Ollie to conserve his tires as well here. And we will be sweet. We will be sweet. We're doing quite sweet here at the moment, I'll have to say. Now chat, when is the sprint tomorrow? Let me see. Not even the sprint, the qualifying, let me see. Well, practice starts at 12:30 and then the qualifying's at 4. So we'll keep that in mind. We're doing well here, chat. Berman needs to use the tire a bit more here just to make sure he doesn't fall to DRS. Which he has just about staying in. Just about. Just barely. Oh. Porchera is trying to use some pace in those mediums, but he has none. Behrman is going to struggle here because he has to somehow get to the end while managing these softs, and Norris has gotten through on him. I reckon Behrman's race is between him and Norris, and even that is at a stretch because Norris has got so much better tyre. Meanwhile, we forgot about Leclerc momentarily.
Can go tire management.
And go tire management. Go tire management. Leclerc's like very good on tires. Behrman is struggling. Yeah, I think Behrman. Don't know. I think Behrman's kind of just his days are numbered. I agree, Leclerc. Oh.
Could you just introduce 3 seconds of lift off?
Yeah, Behrman just now needs to just worry about not losing out to the cars behind, really. Keep those tires alive to the end. Meanwhile, Charlie Gregg still battling for the lead here with Porchera and Norris.
Recharge on.
And the recharge on, recharge on. Is Behrman gonna keep Sonoda and Co behind? I don't know. I feel like Sonoda's catching at too rapid a rate. Oh my god, please don't tell me Behrman's gonna get another P6 or something. No!
And it was involving Leclerc this time, with not much room to move. And there, the cars make contact. Now that had the potential to do some real...
Porchera's just driven on down the road after causing contact with us. And he's got like a 10-second lead. Are you joking?
Big chance for him. Be very careful.
He just got like a 10-second lead because Leclerc didn't drive.
Come on, push, and you can push. Yeah. Good.
Porcher has the penalty. It better be a 10-second time penalty. It's a 5. That is so rigged. It's a 5-second time penalty. Leclerc now needs to push to get inside the 5 seconds. Norris needs to royally fuck off, Matt. Or fucking mate. Just go away. Behrman, send it on Norris. Send him to the Shadow Realm. Get him out of here. Get him gone. Don't want to see him in my sight.
Could you double your lift off, please?
Copy.
Recharge on. Recharge on.
Copy.
Unbelievable, chat.
License management.
Copy that.
Yeah, Leclerc and Porcher. Porcher we have signed for next season, and he's taken out Leclerc. He's fucking retired. Or retiring. Welcome in, Jamie. Welcome into the stream. How'd your XTC race go? And yeah, Leclerc yet again in Baku has found the walls. Man has an attraction of some kind to the walls in Baku.
Back it out. Back it out.
Back it out, back it in, let me begin. Now Porcher has the 5-second time penalty. Wet to dry at Coda, good times.
Copy.
Wet to dry at Coda.
Recharge on.
No, Jamie, there was a whole kerfuffle at war. I don't even know if I'm still doing it, to be honest. Long story. Ads. Gotta love the timing on the question there. Pendog, what a throwback! Pendog, it has been a while. How are you, my friend?
So just recharge off when you're ready.
Copy.
Right, Behrman, if we can back off with him, we will.
Just look after this tyre set though. Look after it.
Copy.
Meanwhile, Leclerc still catching Porcher. 3 laps to go and we want this on track. Good man, I've lost all interest in everything for a while.
Laps to go.
You know how it'd be. Well, if you need interest in something, Pendog, you know we're here. We've got season 11, the championship, all to play for. Meanwhile, you're interested in Lyco? Oh my god. It has been a while since I've been saying that, Pendog. Need some more Lyco. Need some more Lyco. Behrman still has a shot at the podium here. Meanwhile, Leclerc has a shot at the win, and he wants to get past Porcher, who took him out earlier. This is still the same save, Pendog. We're now season 11 with this save. Behrman now with the DRS. Can he get round the outside of Norris? He isn't going to go for it just yet. We're going to have to hold back with Behrman. Jamie, let me know if you're still there and I'll explain the war thing really quick.
Copy.
Meanwhile, Leclerc trying to escape the DRS. Did Xavi die from Lyco? No. So WR, last season I did all of Tier 3. And then today they basically said, you're fine with doing Tier 5. And I was like,
No DRS. No DRS.
no, I'm not fucking fine with doing Tier 5. And then, yeah, so that's an issue that's trying to be resolved. because it's the new WR season started today. Anyway, Behrman now has really one more shot to get Norris here with the DRS. Can Behrman pull off? He's so far back though, he needs so much straight line speed if he can get it. Norris has gone defensive, and Behrman for whatever reason has gone to the inside when Norris has already covered off the inside. Don't really know what he's thinking. Meanwhile, can Norris still get P2 here? Pourchaire has a little bit of damage, and 6 seconds back, he's got the 5-second time penalty. Can we gain? How many championships we've won? We've won 5 with Leclerc. If Leclerc wins this season, it'll be his 6th, but he is retiring, so he will retire with 6, which is a bit strange. You'd be like, surely you'd go for the 7th, right? So, 6 seconds still back Norris is from Pourchaire. Can Behrman now find a way through? On the final lap here, Leclerc will surely win in Baku, followed by Pourchaire, who does have that time penalty. Meanwhile, Behrman on the rear of Norris with the DRS engaged. He doesn't have a lot of ERS left, but can he pull out of the toe? Please, just what direction are you going? Behrman thought the way to get the P3 was going on the straight. So decisive is Behrman. Anyway, Maloney gets P5. That's his best result for Red Bull. Followed by Tsunoda, Zhou, Piastri, Russell, and Iwasa. Anyway, any surprise champions? Well, we had Verstappen, Leclerc, Norris with the Mercedes, Ocon with McLaren, then Leclerc, and we're now in season 11, which could be Leclerc. Maloney got a podium in the season opener. I don't even remember, Sean. Bahrain went that badly, I forgot. But Bahrain went horrifically. But Tsunoda is the championship leader. It's been a while since we've been fighting with McLaren. But respect to Esteban. Where I don't see no Esteban. I expect a similar result from him in IRL. Is it not on the grid? Is that the result? Which Esteban are we talking about? Gutierrez? Anyway, we have Miami next, chat. And is Ollie gonna have the drink? Will Ollie have the drink? I'm not quite sure. We need our new front wings in because Pourchaire decided to rob us of our front wing. Nah. You think Alpine will be good this year? I haven't seen any of practice. Well, in testing, they were one of the worst cars. And in practice, I did not see them up there. So we've got the new suspension in. Or that's the new side pods in. That's good for Ollie. We still are waiting on the new chassis though. When is this chassis manufacturer going to come in? One day? Okay. Let's do some front wing. Well, maybe not 3, but 2. A rear wing. Yeah, let's do another one. And underfloor, yeah. Yeah, Sean says they're at the back end deserved, and yeah, you can't just fire everyone and be like, that's what fixes it, right? Unfortunately, that's not how it works. Because as much as I would love that strategy, just you fire the people who didn't do well, and you're like, just be better at your job. Just like, just be better at the game, you know. But unfortunately, that doesn't work with real life people, as you may think it might. Yeah, Sean. You couldn't have put it better. Couldn't have put it better. Like, you missed out on Alonso, which you could have signed him up earlier if you wanted to, but you didn't. Aston Martin are almost in that phase now where they could sign Alonso now, but they're kind of letting it linger, which may be a bit dodgy. But then the thing with Piastri, where he was like, they were like, Piastri's our new driver, and he's like, I'm not gonna be here. You know, not great. Anyway, Miami next, chat. I think we will do one more race before we head off. We'll do one more race before we head off, and it'll be rain in Miami. The rain in Miami. The rain. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Alpine staff have liked tweets about them being in the back. Oh my god, that's not great. I seen Lando changed his bio from being drives fast cars to drives cars. So it's like, oh, the McLaren. That does not bode well for McLaren if Lando is saying that his car is not fast. Anyway. It is Miami, so we do need straight line speed here. Let's put in just slightly better parts. So we will. I don't honestly know what Alpine need to do to improve their car. Just like be better at the game, Alpine, you know. The Goblin bloke from DTS is not lasting the season. The Goblin bloke? Sean, can you tell me who the Goblin bloke is? Who needs the it's Leclerc gets the toe this round, round 5. Leclerc getting the toe as they leave the box.
Loud and clear.
The guy that replaced Otmore, I don't even remember his name, to be honest.
Yeah, loud and clear. All clear. So focus on warming the tyres
Copy.
Bruno Fama.
and focus on your tyre steps.
Copy that.
Track clear ahead. Push this lap.
In a very good spot for traffic for now. Nobody in front.
Can go.
We can go. Right. Did anyone block us there in our lap? Dunno. Dunno, to be honest.
Your dash negative.
1.1? What?
Box this lap. Box this lap.
What?
That last corner was...
As long as you didn't crash, Leclerc, you're fine, but 1.1?
Yeah, just take care of these guys around you.
There's a Red Bull in the way. Get out of the way.
So just a steady build up of temps now.
Has gone green in the first. Green in the second. And then blocked by a McLaren. Does improve, but we would rather it be by more. I feel like he did get blocked there, so we're gonna immediately put him back out again. Chat, does everyone remember? For those of you in the chat, have all of you watched the new season of Drive to Survive? Because I think the funniest season is Ocon crashing by himself in go-karting. I think that is up there, like, just, that is impressive. Formula 1 race winner. He improved by 3 thousandths, wow. Anyway, but Formula 1 race winner crashes in go-karting because he's locking behind. Oh my god. Anyway, so Leclerc is half a second clear of the Alfa Romeo. Yikes. Leclerc, are you alright? Why have you decided to just go absolutely ridiculous on the pace? But yeah, like, I just don't understand the Ocon thing. Are we gonna get blocked here? I feel like there's an Alfa Romeo. Here, park somewhere, get out of the way. Out of the way. Cunt. This game is so fucking wank when it comes to qualifying. Why could they not get someone with a brain to code it? Here. Frontier devs. EA have laid off 600 people. Interview a couple of them. Please. Please. I know they're brain dead, but in like a different kind of way. I feel like they could help a little bit, but you know. Why am I getting so white all of a sudden? Why is God? Right, anyway, just God was shining down on me there. Just fix qualifying. Just make it not as broken. Just please, just fix it. Let's skip on like 15 seconds and then go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. No. Now there's going to be even more people that's going to come out and block us. Yep. Side by side with the random Williams. I mean, actually, I feel like we've not actually been blocked there on that lap. I feel like we actually got away with it there. Oh, and then we got blocked somehow by the Alfa Romeo on our straight. How? Oh my god. On like one of the biggest straights on the calendar, Ollie Behrman like downshifts on a straight. What is that like? You just have to go out at some random time. Let's try like now. Oh, it didn't even. I clicked the button for Leclerc and he didn't even go out. Great, great game, great game. Flawless. So superbly flawless. Never been an issue.
All clear in front.
Ever.
And you can go.
Alright, I think we've got away with not getting blocked. Leclerc's now done it at 26.8. He did it like a 26.6, I believe, in that first session, so Behrman still does have time to improve, time to find. Currently P1. But honestly, I mean, are we safe already? Behrman's gone green in the first sector. Please get out of the way. Thank you, lordy lord. Behrman, green, yellow, and then yellow again. What was his lap history? Yeah, I went a couple tenths slower. I mean, he is on very worn tires, so fair. Are we through? Never seen him in... Oh, this is still from earlier. I'm trying to think of what else funny happened in Drive to Survive. Ow. Oh, it turns out he was not indeed safe. What else happened? Anything entertaining at all? Anyone have any ideas? Anyone? No, there's just like nothing that was really stood out about that. You know what stands out about this though is no one knows how to fucking code a game without. Oh my god. I feel like Miami's never a track that hurts us, and it's back to hurting us again. Oh my god. The qualifying makes me want to cry. Oh my god, it's the exact fucking same thing. Maybe tell them just to get out of the fucking first sector, like. Get out of the fucking road. Oh my lord. It is the same thing over and over again. Oh my god. I'm gonna just tell Berman now to push. Get ahead of Joe. Hopefully no one blocks him on this run. Don't think there's anyone to block him on his run. There's Russell in the middle of the straight. Berman apparently has got a purple first sector. And as he crosses the line, we'll know that he has a... He may have actually got a purple first sector. That may have not been a lie. Actually, what was it a lie? It was a lie. It was a lie. No, wait. Can I read? Do I know how to read, chat? This is the question. Leclerc, yeah. Berman did in fact not. It's late. Anyway, moving swiftly onward. The softs and more softs. I mean, it's gonna be raining, so I don't see us using a load of sets of softs here. So we're just gonna use 2 sets of fresh softs here in Q3. Leclerc gets the toe, so Berman out first. And hopefully we get a good run here. No. No. What is that? Why? Now we need to just go out again at another random time. Now chat, for those of you who have not played F1 Manager 22, everyone left the box at a predictable time, like, I don't know, like how they do in real life, where like everyone kind of goes out at the same time to get the toe from each other. Whereas in this game, they just go out at fucking every random time just to make sure that at every point in the qualifying session, you can be blocked and will be blocked. Oh my god, it makes me want to pop my eyes out of my skull. Right, chat, we're finally not gonna actually get blocked here. Crazy scenes. You'd think, you know, maybe on first ask. Maybe first ask would be enough, not 13th. Anyway, as we head on through, we're hoping for 26s from both our drivers here. We want 26s. Give us 26s. Ideally 26s. Oh my lord, a 26-3 from Leclerc. In Q1 he did a 26-6. Oh my lordy lord. You know what, chat? I think Berman gets the toe after that one. I don't think Leclerc's physically improving on that time. That's ridiculous. A 26-3. My God! We're going to try and follow a Red Bull out of the box here. But why am I even saying that out loud? Because what's going to happen is we're going to follow a Red Bull out of the box, and then we're going to immediately get blocked in Sector 1. For the 1 millionth time. Now, again, chat, I've mentioned previous times over and over again, I have no problem getting blocked if the other driver who blocks me gets a penalty. But they don't get a penalty, so I'm like, well, what the fuck is the point in me putting up this shit? They don't even get a pen for it. You know? So, yep. How have they all oh my god, how have they all fucking flipped order? A Down syndrome raccoon could genuinely code a game better. I'm not claiming to be good at coding, but I'd be like, what they're telling the code to do is just wrong. It's just wrong. Just so mind-bogglingly wrong. Oh my god. Alright, this time we've no one swapping around the order. We're actually going to be on an active lap here, chat. Thank Jesus. And all the saints and all of the... I don't know who else, but just thank everyone. Anyway, Leclerc's got a green or a purple first and a green middle, and Behrman's got a green first and a purple middle. I don't know how genuine either of that is though, because we have had to restart multiple times due to the game being coded by a monkey. And you know, all props to them for teaching a monkey how to code a game. But kind of just rather a human do it, you know? Might make it a bit better. Anyway, Doohan has gotten P3. Norris up to P6. Where's Solov gonna go? Solov does not improve. But yet, Doohan P3, the Alfa Romeo's P4 and 5, Norris following in behind, followed by Zhou, Maloney, Solov, and Russell. But it's going to be our first wet race of the season, chat, here in round 5, Miami. It is going to be a medium wet, soft, medium inter soft. I feel like there's some drivers who are gonna do softs, but I'm not gonna stress too much. We're just gonna do medium inter soft with both drivers here. First race where we've had both drivers on the front row here. Following qualifying, that is. I think ever for Behrman. Oh, wrong button. Ah, for God's sake. I think P2 is now his highest qualifying position. So, good on Behrman. Let's go, Behrman, let's go, as they say. But anyway, chat, this is going to be the final race of the stream. If you have not followed yet, please do. I may do a watch along tomorrow of qualifying while doing more F1 Manager. We'll see. Depending on the circumference of the Earth and the distance between the Sun and the Moon, and how Jupiter's rings are spinning, even though it's Saturn's rings. Jupiter now has rings now.
They're on pole and
You just haven't seen them yet. Anyway,
forward to seeing what they can do.
we're now leading the Miami Grand Prix. Hopefully we can get a good start here. The Aston Martin of Doon has gone for the sauce. That is the wrong tyre. That's the wrong number. I would rather watch quali rather than playing F1 Manager at the same time. I mean, yeah, Sean, we will be watching quali. It'll more be, we may stream FP3 and then the gap between FP3 and qualifying, and then we'll end it with like a qualifying watch along. That's more what I was meaning, to be honest. But we will see. Behrman now just needs to keep doing behind him, and we're sweet. We're sweet. We're almost at the DRS stage here. Doon has not been able to clear us. DRS now enabled. And I reckon we can keep pushing here. And Doon's already struggling to stay with. I feel like we don't even need to push that hard because Doon's tyres are going to naturally just fall off. They're not going to make the inters. Because he's probably going to push them too hard just to stay with us. Unless they've given Doon a brain that we've not seen in the last while. But I mean, he is doing well. There's a safety car. Interesting. We're not going to box here. We're only going to lose out if we box. Let's see what happened here under the crash. It's George Russell.
And you can just feel the frustration from the team watching on the monitors.
Oh, jacket on, as Master Miyagi said in the Karate Kid in like the late 2000s, early 2010s. Big crash there. I mean, if Doon has a brain, this is where he boxes, because he kind of has to, and he does! Oh my god, he's a brain! Wow! Oh wow! Now, he could actually go softs from here. But he goes mediums, which is, again, not a bad shout. But he exits P9, I mean, on fresh mediums, it's not a horrific shout. It really is not bad. Now this will actually make sure that the rain comes quicker. So whenever the safety car is coming in, we're going to... Yeah, the safety car's ending, we're going to now alter our strategy a little bit. Because the rain essentially is going to come a little bit quicker than first expected. Just changed it very minutely. Prep the tires, prep the tires. And under the restart, we're doing fine here. We just don't want to lose out to PS3, which we immediately lose out to PS3. We want to try not to lose out to PS3, please. Pretty please. Pretty please, can we not lose out to PS3? Alright, we're doing okay here. Let's just Manage the dire, manage the dire.
DRS is enabled.
DRS enable, DRS enable. Alright, we're gonna go for the Jamie Rose strat. I don't know if he's still here, I don't think he is, but the strategy where just absolutely murder your fuel. And we kinda wanna do that soon because the rain is gonna be here a lot quicker than expected. And Porcher has randomly sent it on Behrman. There's another yellow flag out.
Everybody is on the main frame.
Let's see what happened here then. Isaac Hajar and O'Sullivan yet again. These two love crashing into each other, especially Hajar. He loves the crashy. That's his hobby. Behrman, how are you physically losing the position there? How are you physically losing the position there?
Okay, so it's closing up a little bit.
Baffling. Truly baffling. Anyway, as I mentioned, chat, gonna have to move this forward. It actually didn't update properly while we were under that safety car. As in the weather. Because I was changing it and I was like, this isn't really doing the thing. But now it's doing the thing.
Press and hold the overtake.
Yeah, copy.
Alright, Behrman now back into...
And recharge on.
Oh, Behrman's into P1. I was just about to say back into P2, but then he sends it on Leclerc. The rain now, chat. 4 minutes out, so we really need to burn through these tyres. Need to burn through them.
Copy.
Make sure that we have these mediums completely used.
Just to confirm it's thermal dig.
Just to confirm, it is thermal dig. Thermal dig. And we're going to keep an eye on the weather. Yep. It is going to be this lap, chat, that both cars come in. And Behrman really just needs to let off because they're going to be double stacked.
So the rain that we expect to hit will be light.
So regardless of them being double stacked,
Need confirm and box. Copy box. Boxing on enter.
and I'm a bit worried for this pit release. We had to go in this lap. It's going to be too wet next lap. Release us. Release us. Release us. Fuck. Shit. Go. Okay, Leclerc may be out.
Hold the white line, all clear in exit.
Okay, Leclerc got out in a decent enough gap. Behrman has got out. It is behind Porcher. The Red Bull of Maloney has locked out, as well as Lawson. Lawson into P2. Behrman out into...
Good to push up.
Lawson, okay, this is strange.
Race pace now.
I would like now if Behrman could overtake Porcher, because the longer he waits, the more he's going to overheat these tyres.
Focus on tires.
So he now needs to just get past Porcher ASAP. Come on, Behrman, go for the sand. Or don't. Whatever you're feeling, Behrman. Again. God, man. Deer on a stick, like.
Recharge on. for it. Push. Could I have an update on conditions, please? Update on conditions.
Simming on through the wet conditions. Hopefully Berman is in the DRS, which he is, and it'll allow him to get past Maloney here.
Have a recharge on, please.
And while Berman recharges, he'll be out in ahead of Maloney. Anyway, this has been a pretty predictable race so far. Other than Lawson being there is a bit strange, but everyone else is pretty where they should be. And I think we're good just to push on fuel. Keep our tires in the window.
So pick up the pace. Pick up the pace.
Can slow down.
Hopefully we can get Ollie to get Lawson here, which is just going to help us. Surely. And Ollie round the outside! Was not expecting it there. Through turn 8. What a madman! Still side by side they go. We need to watch this replay.
Watching the Ferrari. Can they squeeze by?
Jesus. Ooh, still side by side with Lawson he goes. Has he got that position? Yes, he has. Finally in that Ferrari. It will be Sauce next.
Okay, recharge on.
But I reckon, yeah, we can burn through these tires now, because the track is drying now. It's time to burn them.
And no more rain, all clear.
No more rain expected, no more rain expected. And the track should be drying, but it's like not drying as quickly as I'd hope it to be drying. Normally it would be dry by now. Berman around the outside of Port Cher. Still side by side with his future teammate in the Ferrari next season. Can Berman get the run out of that very tight section? And he has. Berman now into P8.
Anything?
And the track is finally drying as we see drivers start to come into the box. Oh, Behrman needs to keep that position, absolutely. Gonna now tell Leclerc to come onto the sauce. And yeah, Behrman can come onto the sauce as well.
He's confirmed in box.
And now that he's got the DRS, we can now tell him to back off.
Box and pick and turn.
Copy, box.
Recharge on, please.
Leclerc coming in, and as long as he doesn't have a bad pit stop, we should be good here.
Slippery. Copy.
Behrman in ahead of Pourchaire, hopefully can undercut him here. Leclerc now in for the softs. It's a decent pit stop. Meanwhile, Behrman in next. Another decent pit stop. What will Pourchaire do? It's a good stop for Alfa Romeo. They're not far off the pace by any stretch of the imagination.
As you are now, they stop.
But we're kind of happy with Pourchaire getting through now, because we just want to manage our ERS with Behrman. And stay with the Alfa Romeo driver.
And slow down now.
And slow down now, slow down. Slow down for Schlotterbeck. Solov got caught up again. What has happened in the pit stops? So Lawson battling Norris. Lawson's got much better softs here. Maloney, Joe, Russell, Mick and Doohan. Interesting. Right, chat, we're almost done. Almost done. I'm gonna save it just in case any PlayStation crash comes, because I'm gonna start crying if there's a PlayStation crash this late on. Meanwhile, Behrman just following Pourchaire along. I reckon we can just help Behrman to go now, because the tyres on Pourchaire are gone. It has taken Behrman a little bit of a push to get away from Pourchaire, but he has got it. Nearly got it. Has got it. Has got it. Meanwhile, Leclerc now going to go into some push laps to get the fastest lap here. Behrman now just trying to push to make sure he stays ahead of Pourchaire. Meanwhile, Leclerc's got a purple first, green middle. Will Leclerc snatch that fastest lap? And he does. Leclerc snatches the fastest lap. as we head on now to the final lap, and it may be the first Ferrari 1-2 of the season. We almost had it in Baku, but Pourchaire spoiled the party. Pourchaire was saying, this is a Ferrari 1-2, I'm just not at Ferrari yet. But this time it'll be a genuine Ferrari 1-2. Behrman and Leclerc will win here in Miami. Leclerc wins yet again. We takes the championship lead with Tsunoda's championship rival down in P15. Meanwhile, Behrman finishes P2 ahead of Pourchaire, ahead of Norris, Lawson, Maloney, Russell, Zhou, Mick, and Verschoor. Although Verschoor still battling here with Mick for P9. So some good points for Haas on the cards here, as Verschoor now gets into P9. Good points for Haas. Lawson and Verschoor in the points. Pretty decent if you ask me. That's pretty decent, pretty decent. And here we'll skip on now.
That was a great performance.
Leclerc wins, followed by Behrman. 1-2 in the race. Liam Lawson up 14 positions. What an absolute legend. Meanwhile, Leclerc takes the championship lead. Pourchaire up to P2. And Ollie Behrman now has gained on Tsunoda, who did have 2 wins in the first 5 races, but honestly, they felt like luck. The McLarens are still not there. Like, they're not as quick as the Alfa Romeos or the Ferraris. But Leclerc finally reclaims his throne at the top step of the Drivers' Championship. And Sepulveda up to 79, interesting. We've got our new ATR period, chat, and design center improvement. I mean, sure. If we want our designs to be better, we've got our next ATR period, so may as well. What can we design though? I feel like we're kind of out of things we can improve on the car. You know? Never mind. There's still good chassis upgrades available. Very good chassis upgrade available. Anything else that's worth upgrading? Let's see here. I wish I kind of didn't have to go through these sliders. Like, I could just set it to my like preference, which is this. With everything is just minimum lifespan, all in. What does that give us? Now we've just got our straight line speed upgrade. I think that may be kind of how far we can go with it, to be honest. Maybe a chassis design, or maybe just research. What are we thinking, chat? One more design project for the road? Side pods isn't horrendous. Especially if we chuck this all into straight line speed. Pretty good. Pretty good. Maybe side pods could be the way to go. Underfloor. Big upgrade on the cards here for the straight line speed, I can see. Maybe honestly we could do side pods and underfloor. Let's see here. Suspension is a bit meh. Underfloor, we've did 2. Side pods, we've did 3. Sure? I think let's go for side pods first. And then underfloor next. So we have 4.2. 4.2 is 2.1. 56 is divided by 2 is 28. 28? Do I know math? I think it's 28. Yep, 28. Alright. Theirs is as good as we can leave it. If we fire this all into straight line speed, what does that give us? Very good, yeah. That is a very good upgrade. And then the whole rest of it into the underfloor. Yeah, pretty good, pretty good. Intense. Your team's expertise in underfloor development increased at a fast rate per day, greatly improving all future underfloor projects. Maybe another time, but currently we I don't feel like we have the luxury with the cost cap to do this. But anyway, chat, I think that is it for me tonight. Next time out, we'll be heading to Imola, the first Italian race of the season, where we'll be looking to retain our throne that we won last season in Imola. I'm pretty sure we won. But anyway, if you have enjoyed, please drop a follow. I'll be back possibly tomorrow for an FP1 and qualifying watch along / F1 manager thingamabob. And yep, that's how I explain it. Anyway, thank you all for watching. If you have enjoyed, drop a follow. We'll be heading to Coda on our way out. Coda is a fan of the, or not a fan, but a friend of the channel. So we're trying to help Coda get to affiliate, so make sure to send him some love on your way over. If you haven't followed Coda yet, please do. Also, just hang around, help him boost his views, and we can get Coda to affiliate. But anyway, thank you all for watching. I've been WHFRO, and goodbye.